once again to the On the Mark program for today, Wednesday, the 22nd of May, 2019. And of course, I guess you've heard a difference in the voice tonight. Well, it's not the regular host, the Honorable Mark Brantley. Well, I am sitting in for the Honorable Mark Brantley, Eric Evelyn here, and it's always a pleasure to be here on the On the Mark program here on a Wednesday night here on the Eastern Caribbean's Powerhouse. Of course, it's a 2-hour commercial-free talk show. And of course, I believe it's one of the most widely listened to, if not the most widely listened to talk show in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, probably across the region as well. And of course, we're always so delighted to have you in tune to the Eastern Caribbean's Powerhouse on a Wednesday night from 8 until 10 o'clock. Of course, those of you who may miss it tonight, or if you listen tonight and you really love the program, which I know you would, please tune in again tomorrow from 1 o'clock. From 1 p.m., 1 to 3 p.m. tomorrow for a rebroadcast of the On The Mark program. And I know a lot of people normally listen on a Wednesday and they listen again on a Thursday. If we had another repeat another day, they would listen again. So I know people are just glued to their radios on a Wednesday night, and so we're so delighted to have you. And of course, so we say good evening to all of the folks here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, across the region, and of course those in the diaspora, wherever you are in tune to the Eastern Caribbean's Powerhouse, Vaughan Radio 860 on your AM dial, www.vaughanradio.com. And of course, those of you, I know a lot of you who are in the diaspora are listening via the World Wide Web. And of course, we always invite calls as well. And those of you who want to call in a little later, we will open the lines a little later. The numbers are 869-469-1616 and 1700. And of course, normally at the top of the show, we normally do some housekeeping matters, and I'm going to do that just now in terms of persons who are celebrating birthdays or anniversaries today, whether you celebrated earlier this week, whether you're going to be celebrating later this week. We want to say good night to you, and those of you who are celebrating today, we're hoping that you've had a great day so far, and you will enjoy the rest of your special day. A special good night and happy birthday to the Honorable Vance Amory, celebrating today. Well, I'm sure you had a fantastic day so far, and I know if Mrs. Amory had anything to do with that, she will continue to ensure that you have a great rest of your birthday. Understand you're making 70 today. Not looking close to that, but blessings to you, the Honorable Vance Amory, from all of us in Gingerland, all of us in Nevis, all of us in the Federation. Yes, hoping that you're going to be blessed with many, many more birthdays of the Honorable Vance Amory, celebrating his 70th birthday today. I also want to say belated wedding anniversary greetings to Sonia and Jim Doe down in St. Thomas. Celebrated 31 years of marriage yesterday. Hope you had a wonderful day on your special day, and I guess probably you're still celebrating. And anyone else who might be celebrating today, as I said, whether you celebrated yesterday, early in the week, or the rest of this week, we want you to have a fantastic time on your special day. I also want to say good night to the folks up at the Alexandra Hospital. I know quite a few folks are there. I would have visited this afternoon, seen some of the folks who are there, and most of them are in good spirits. I want to say good night to you. Hope you're going to be having a blessed night. And I also want to say good night to the nurses. Of course, they're taking such fantastic care of the patients at the hospital. Every time I visit, the patients say, well, we're getting great care here. The food is good, the service from the nurses is good, and so I just want to say kudos to the nurses and all of the folks who work at the Alexandra Hospital for continuing to do such a fantastic job with our patients there at the hospital. For those of you who might be in the bereaved column, we want to say good night to you as well. And I want to extend some special condolences to anyone who is grieving the loss of loved ones at this time. I want to especially say good night to Pastor Theophilus Kelly and his lovely wife, Mrs. Marion Kelly. And of course, we in Gingerland and Nevis, we would have lost one of our centenarians over the weekend, Miss Eileen Smithon, passed away at the age of 101. And of course, those of us who knew Eileen, those of us who are associated with her, knew that she was a very lively lady and she would have lived to the ripe age of 101. And so we're extending condolences to the Kelly family over there, and of course the church family there, the MS Chapel there on the top of Zion. I know they would have done a great deal in caring for our centenarian Eileen Smithon. And anyone else who might be grieving the loss of loved ones, our prayers and thoughts are with you from us at the Nevis Island Administration, from us here at the Eastern Caribbean's Powerhouse as well. And so with that out of the way, I would also like at this time to say congratulations to the Nevis Island administration, of course, of which I'm a part, for having such a great sitting of the Nevis Island Assembly yesterday. Of course, we would have passed the amended physical planning ordinance, and I want to say kudos and congratulations to my good friend and brother, the Honorable Spencer Brand, who would have tabled the legislation, and he would have done an excellent job. Excellent job. A rookie in the parliament, and did a marvelous job tabling that ordinance in the parliament yesterday, and it would have been passed. And of course, we also want to say thanks as well to the Honorable Troy Libert, who would have given excellent support in the parliament there yesterday. And as I said, it was a great sitting and very productive one, and we would have passed that ordinance. Of course, over the past years, we've seen a lot of litigation as a result of issues with planning, and so we are hoping that those will be ironed out as a result of this new legislation that has been passed in the Nevis Island Assembly. So once again, congratulations to the NIA. Of course, the folks in Charlestown, you couldn't have done anything better than voting for the Honorable Spencer Brand in 2017 December. And of course, all of us in the Concerned Citizens Movement, we can tell you, Nevisians, residents, your business is in good hands. Nevis is in good hands with us at the helm. And in terms of some other notices, just want to inform the members of the public, and I'm sure many people would have known already, that coming up on Saturday, the 1st of June, one of my departments, the Community Affairs Department, they will be hosting Gospel Explosion 2019. They would have hosted a similar activity last year in 2018. It went so well that we decided we're going to be hosting it annually, and we're going to be having that activity at the Cultural Village on Saturday, the 1st of June. The months are going so fast, I can't even keep track. A month is almost like a week now. And so on the Saturday, the 1st of June, we will be having that event at the Cultural Village. We're going to be having a dance competition. We're going to be having, among the dance groups from the churches on the island. We're also going to be having a singing competition. We have 8 persons who will be competing. And the highlight of the evening, we'll have performances by DJ Nicholas from Jamaica, and Positive from Trinidad. Of course, Positive was here. Positive and Prodigal Son were here last year, and Positive made such an impact that we had to bring him back again for Gospel Explosion this year. And so we are inviting the whole of Nevis to come out. Of course, we are doing this specifically or particularly for the Christian community, but we're inviting all of you to come out. Of course, Nevis is a Christian community, and we're inviting all of you to come out and have fun on Saturday, the 1st of June at the Cultural Village. And of course, you'll be hearing much more about that between now and June the 1st. Now, also happening on Saturday, the 1st of June, there will be a breakfast sale in the Gingerland area in front of the Gingerland Secondary School. And that breakfast sale will be put on by the St. George's Steel Band. Now, there's a steel band that is based down at Hanley's Road. As a matter of fact, there are three groups. There's the teens, there is the children, and there's the adults. And they're going to be raising funds to buy some uniforms, some polo shirts for Culturama 45, Culturama 2019. And so they'll be putting on their first fundraiser. That will be a breakfast sale on Saturday, the 1st of June from 6 o'clock. And we are inviting persons in the Gingerland area in particular to come out and show your support. The cost of the breakfast will only be $20. Only $20 for the cost of the breakfast. It's for a worthy cause. And so we're inviting you. The menu looks quite good. And so we're inviting you to come out and support the St. George's Steel Band as they raise funds to buy uniforms for Culturama. And something I have to say here as well. I didn't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I am going to be part of that steel band for Culturama. Yes, you heard right. I'll be playing steel band for Culturama. Yes, I'll be playing steel band for Culturama. Right, so I am a part of that group, and so we're inviting you to come out. I didn't want to say anything. I wanted to just surprise people for Culturama. But you know, social media, someone took a clip of us playing pan a couple weeks ago, and they sent it all over social media. So persons already know that I'm going to be part of that group. And so we are inviting you. I'm sending an early call out. The function, the concert in which we're going to be playing, it will be on Friday, the 26th of July. That's the day after the official opening of Culturama. It's going to be at the Cultural Complex, and it's going to be a show with a difference. So we're going to. I want people to come out and see me playing steel pan. So I'm going to be playing pan on the 26th of July. Of course, I'm going to be in the long jam, and I'm going to be in a troupe as well. So you know, this Minister of Culture is going to be leading from the front for Culturama 45. I don't know why the Premier decided to give me this portfolio, but since he gave me this portfolio, I have to represent. I have to represent and represent well. So this Minister of Culture is going to be leading from the front. I'm going to be playing pan. I'm going to be living on the road, living in the band for Culturama 45. I guess people see me going to the gym, and this is not any joke. That's why I'm going to the gym so often, because I want to be fit for Culturama 45. The package, the activities look so good. And that is why most of what we're going to be discussing tonight is actually Culturama. And so I ain't going to be talking any politics tonight. So those of you who like to talk politics, I have to disappoint you. Culturama is just a matter of about 2 months away from the official opening of the festival. The official opening of the festival will be on Thursday, the 25th of July, and so we just about two months and 2 days away from that, and so we're going to be talking Culturama tonight. I'm expecting a few guests here in the studios with me, and I'll be happy to entertain them when they get here. And so, as I said, we're going to be speaking mostly about Culturama tonight. And since we're going to be talking about Culturama, I just want to bring you up to speed until my first guest here in terms of what we have been doing in terms of preparation for the festival. We have been doing some work at the Cultural Complex, and I would have said here at Von Radio before, I would have said it in various fora, that we would have been doing some work at the Cultural Complex. We would have promised the media personnel to have some much improved booths for them to operate from for the Culturama 45. And I'm very pleased to say, I'm very happy to say that we have kept our promise. And the media booths are now complete. I'm sure Marvin and the rest of the Von Radio staff will be happy to hear that the Von Radio booth is twice as large this year. It will be very comfortable, and all of the media booths have been enhanced for Culturama 45, because of course we want the media play a very important role in Culturama, and so we want the media to be comfortable, and that is why we would have decided that they must be in more comfortable surroundings this year. And of course, we know sometimes they have to spend some very long nights there at the Cultural Complex. And so we endeavor to make them happy, and I can be very happy to report that the media booths are complete. Right now, also happening at the Cultural Complex, we will be doing a little bigger ticket booth. The ticket booth that was there was quite clumsy, and so we're going to be increasing the size of the ticket booth. Work on that has started, and we're also doing some work on the platform for the VIP section as well. Also to come for Culturama 45 at the Cultural Complex as well, we will also be putting a roof over the stage area, the performance area, and that tent that will be covering that area is actually en route to Nevis, and so it will definitely be here. It will definitely be here on time for the start of the festival, and so we will be much improved in terms of our surroundings at the Cultural Complex this year. Last year we would have done some work on the seating, and so this year we decided to work on the booths as well as the stage and the ticket booth. And so you're going to be coming to a much improved Cultural Complex for Culturama 45. In terms of the cultural village, we will also be doing some improvements there as well. Very shortly, we will be starting to repaint the containers to spruce them up, to of course make them look brighter. And of course, this is Culturama 45, so we want everything to look bright and festive for the Culturama Festival. And so we'll be doing some work in the cultural village as well, and that will be starting very, very shortly. Of course, we would have had the media launch of Culturama, and that took place at the Mount Nevis Hotel on Friday the 3rd of May. And then we would have had just this past Saturday the reveal of the 18, you heard right, 18 contestants for the senior pageants. And of course, that's the Miss Culture, the Miss Culture Swimwear, and the Mr. Cool competition. There's a lot more that I have to say because I have to run through the program as well for Culturama. I guess I'll get a chance to do that a little later on as well. But as we speak, one of my guests is actually here. One of my guests is actually here, and he is. I guess I'll probably let him introduce himself because I know he's a no-nonsense person. And once he walks into the studio, I know he wants to get going. So I'm going to let my first guest introduce himself. As I said, I have several tonight. So it's going to be very busy here on The Mark tonight. And as I said, we're going to be getting you in the mood for Culturama 45. C45. Love, Passion, Pride, Culturama 45. Yes, we're going to get you in the mood. We're going to step it up a few notches tonight, step it up few gears up, and get you in the mood for what promises to be the biggest, the grandest, the best ever Culturama on Nevis. So I'll have my first guest introduce himself.
Good evening, Radio Land. Good evening to you, Eric. Good evening, Marvin. Good evening, everyone. My name is Edison Paris, aka the Enforcer, here to release first track for 45, Culturama. And as Eric been pushing Culturama, I feel it already. I think this year Culturama is going to be really special. So everyone, just get ready to come on down to Nevis for Culturama 45. It's going to be big.
You think it's going to be special? I don't think so. I know so. You got to be positive here. You got to be positive here. It's going to be
like
the best. All right? It's going to be off the hook. So, Mighty Enforcer, we want to welcome you to the On The Mark show. It's a pleasure to have you tonight. And, of course, you said you're here to release some new music. Of course, I'm sure you're getting ready for the big one, for the Calypso Monarch competition for Culturama 45. So you say you have one track for us to release tonight.
Yeah, I have one song, social commentary. Probably try to do something different this year than last year and the rest years. You know, try to really get my game changed a little bit, put it up a notch. So, you know, I mean, and there's a few people like Eric. Before we go too far, there's a few people who I want. I would like to say thanks for people who assisted me in getting this first song ready. I want to start by saying thanks to God for giving me, you know, the ability to do what I can try to do for Calypso, because I love Calypso. It's not about me, it's about just going in and do my best. So let me start by saying I want to say thanks to my wife, because she is really the energy behind me for 2045. Because she's the one who went out there and find me songs early, make sure I'm prepared early as I am. This is going to be the first time I'm releasing so early since I've been singing, and it's all because of Miss Nico Pice, who been the driving force behind me. I also want to thank Eric, you yourself, who has been somebody who supported me as well, and Alexis Jeffers, I have now RSJ Enterprise. He's a guy who always supports me as well. And there's a few other people who supports me and what they don't want to be mentioned. So I just want to thank all the Enforcer supporters who come on board and assist me and letting them know straight. 2019, I'm taking Calypso to a next level here in Nevis.
Well, Enforcer, I'm so happy that you're here this year because, you know, Enforcer is someone that I have great admiration for because, you know, every year Enforcer gets depressed and disappointed, and every year he said, I'm not coming back. But I never believe him because I know he loves Calypso so much. Calypso is in his veins, and he loves the art form so much that he will not allow 1 year to pass by and he doesn't sing. And I don't think he would have rested well if Culturama 45 would come, C45, and he's not on stage. Am I correct, Enforcer?
Yeah, you're correct. And yeah, I do love the art form of Calypso, but I'm not really singing just for love it. I love Nevis as well, and as I said a few years back, it's because I saw the Calypso standard was really slipping with this, and I decided I think I could make a contribution. So basically, I get involved because I felt like I could have made a contribution to it, and I did, and I just decided I'm going to stick with it. And no matter when I come at the times, bring my best songs and things don't go my way, I wouldn't be the one who's gonna be out there and abusing and making noise and cussing nobody. Like I'm gonna always come back the next year and say, you know, I'm gonna come harder. And there's a friend of mine told me one time, he said, Enforcer, I'm gonna tell you something. People could hold you by hold onto your shirt, right? But they're gonna hold it for a while. And when the hand get tired, what's gonna happen? They're gonna have to let you go. So you continue push on, they can't hold you back. So I think that's one of my motivations. Really.
Fantastic. And I know, unfortunately, you did not make it onto the big stage last year. You did not make it into the finals. I guess this year you have different plans.
Well, every year, Eric, I always come with to make it to the final because I think it's like a stage. The Mighty Chocolate say Calypso is a stage. You got to make it to the final before you think about the next stage. So like, I'm taking it straight by straight because sometimes things will happen even in the elimination stage and you get messed up and then you can't make it to the semi-final. So for this year, 45, I'm just taking it stage by stage, taking it to the elimination, trying to get into the semis, get into the finals, and then after that, we're gonna see.
I really love you being so consistent at this, and as I said, I think you genuinely love the art form. You know, sometimes when I visit the studios at NTV, I hear your coworkers always teasing you.
Yeah.
But you know, but you know, I'm always on your side.
Yeah.
When they tease you, I'm always on your side, and so I really want. I hope that you have the material and you're gonna have the performance, and that you're gonna reach it, make it to the big stage. This year, you're gonna reach it, go all the way to the finals.
Well, Eric, you've been the one who's been following Calypso for the last couple of years. You know, I always come with strong materials, but for some reason I just don't. I've sing. This is going to be my 8th year. I've sing a few finals already, so
Great.
like it's not like I've never been there. I've been there, and I know my first year in 2012 when I was a rookie, there was like 22 Calypso, and I made it into the finals, and so like I've been there. Just that, you know, they say sometimes in life. You got to be the stumbling block for you to get stronger. So.
But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so you got to be the stumbling block. So I think I met my stumbling block, and it's time for me to start getting stronger.
But let me ask you a question, though, Enforcer. Do you normally get nervous when you go on stage?
Well, Eric, most of the time, everybody get nervous in everything.
Right.
Any sports, even the basketball, cricket, you get a little butterflies. But if you're not nervous before you go on the stage, something is wrong. Even you as a media personality who comes and read and something. So something when you're sitting in front of the camera, you get a little.
I always get nervous.
so,
Always.
yeah, you get a little nervous, but you shake it off after
Always.
2 lines and then you're gone.
Yes. Even when I sat down here tonight, I got nervous. But anyway, tell us about the song that you're about to release, though, tonight.
Well, I'm doing a song called Two Sides to Life, talking about the good and the bad in everything, and my writer took it so deep that he went back into the Bible days, talking about, you know, certain things happen with Jesus because Jesus was the one who selected his own disciples, but yet within his selection, when they say that he knows all, he still choose somebody within his 12 who was a vagabond and a cook. So it's a kind of deep song. So if you after you hear it, we're gonna be here and radio, so you're gonna say what you think about it.
Okay, fantastic. So are you ready for us to hear this song?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Marvin, you have that song queued up? What's the name of the song again?
Two Sides to Life.
Two Sides to Life. Okay, let's go. Two Sides to Life.
Hey, give me. When I study this life in this world, it's amazing how things does unfold. The two sides are clear, evident everywhere. Life is opposite forces fighting for a foothold. For it to be good, they must also be bad. They crisscross in life's matrix like a plan. So let's look at the way these forces interplay, not just in black and white, sometimes in shades of gray. The duality of life does blow my mind, starting with the IQ in humankind. We have some smart people and and some real bam bam. If you ask who dotish, nobody says I am. We also have the pretenders in between, like market vendors who say things right, but they green. These opposite dimensions and those who live in space, they give color and perspective to the human race. Give me. No lie. Now let's go a little deeper with this stuff. Let me show you how this life doesn't bluff. The Garden of Eden, where God created man, at the very seat of perfection, things got rough. Here comes a serpent to mess with Eve, causing the whole of creation to grieve. But if Satan didn't enter, earth would not need a savior. So Eve's mistake was part of the bigger picture. The duality of life does blow my mind. Even in the government, you're sure to find honest politicians and real OT, like expensive T-bone versus cheap corned beef. We have promise down to children toys, but only seen about jobs for all the boys. So remember, next time you're voting, make sure and hold your nerve and work out who to welcome and who to kick to the curb. Go ahead. Yes, man. While we touch creation story, let us look at how events unfolded in the great book. Jesus handpicked 12 people, his chosen disciples, yet one of them was a vagabond and a crook. From 30 pieces of silver he up and sold, the undisputed king of the world. But Jesus stood like a brick, he was ahead of all the gimmicks. He told Judas, what you have to do, do it quick. The duality of life does blow my mind. Even in everyday relationships you would find you have faithful wives and real prayers. Sometimes all a man children resemble his neighbor. In making these life choices we must be smart. A square peg in a round hole could break your heart. Especially in this modern era, put your lover to the test. Make sure you feel a vagina and two real breasts. Give me. So let me bring my argument to a climax. Life is yin and yang, simple facts. Some people are evil, programmed by the devil. Just avoid them and try to stay on track. Remember that wicked king Nebuchadnezzar, that militant. You know God referred to him as my servant. That same wicked king was the one God used to put Israel in Babylon until Moses came along after 40 years done. So the duality of life does blow my mind. Some people change like water into wine. Today is Jekyll, tomorrow Dr. Hyde. 1 minute they're reliable, next minute they're gone the wrong side. Some people turn around their life and start to pray. Others like Adolf Hitler, they turn the wrong way. Which direction you choose decides whether you win or lose. And if you're wasting good oxygen, somebody else could use. Give me. Hey.
Well, Enforcer, I have to tell you, as the old people would say, in front of your face, behind your back. Excellent calypso, great lyrics, and your voice is actually sounding so refined as well.
Yeah, we're practicing a lot, man. Put in the work, man.
I'm serious. I love the lyrics, arrangement, and everything. You sound very clean. The backup sounds good. Where was it recorded?
It did the music for me, and the lady singers name Chantel. I don't know her last name, but she's one who does my backup every year. She's one who I want to say big up to as well. She comes in every year and she does a great job. She sing all the parts and combine it. So yeah, been a good effort from my people in the singers, Ip and Chantel. So I just want to thank them for the work they put in.
Well, I think you have the material to go to pass all of the stages and reach to the finals. Of course, you will have to put in the work now, because of course it's all well and good you have a great song, but you have to put in the work on stage. The performance must come with it. And so I hope that you have the performance to go with the song. But as I said, I've followed your calypsos over the past years, and I think this is one of the better ones, if not the best, you have brought out. So I want to say kudos to you, and kudos to your writer, and kudos to who did the music and the backup and so on. I think I'm really impressed with that selection tonight.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Yes, so as I said, I mean, we are really on the up and up for Culturama 45. The Enforcer is here. For those of you who are just tuned in, you're in tune to the On The Map program for today, Wednesday, the 22nd of May, and it's Culturama we're talking tonight. Strictly Culturama. And so we are here with the Enforcer. We have two other guests who will be coming in as well. And so, Enforcer, anything else you want to say? Anything you want to say to your fans?
I just want to let my fans them know, the people who support me, that the Enforcer gonna keep coming no matter what. So the support, I get support from my fans them, because something my fans them is the one who keep me going as well. People like Pilot Hanley who will commit me and say, Enforcer, don't let them break, So like, keep coming and trying to keep bring good songs. And so like, at the end of the day, Eric, when this show is over, and if I don't make it to the finals, the people in the world can speak and say, yeah, no way about that.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. Now, Enforcer, I know apart from being in Calypso, I know that you work at NTV and you've been there at some of the events and so on that's taking place. What are the vibes feeling like in terms of for Culturama 45? Your views?
Well, a lot of people talking about Culturama 45, and especially you being the minister, a lot of people feel like you got something to bring differently to the table. A lot of people looking forward to it. Last year wasn't really, you were just a few months, while a lot of people looking to see. And you already started good, Eric. I heard you say on the radio that you got 6 girls for each show, and it's never been done before. So that's a good sign as well, to see, like, there's 6, 6, 6. Like, I don't know. Somebody said maybe that's a mark of the beast. I don't know. So, but it's a good sign, so, or maybe you never look at it.
Well, as I said at the reveal, we're breaking record this year. 666. Yeah. We have 18 contestants. 18. And that is definitely a step up.
Yeah, you gotta give the people who doing the work some commendation for putting in the effort to get in the people, because pageants are hard to get contestants. Sometimes people come in and sign up, and then after a few days they call and say pulling out. So having 6 in all the shows right now is really great.
Fantastic. And of course, as I said, would you be taking part in anything else for Culturama apart from the Calypso show? Because I'm expecting you to be on the finals night, on the stage finals night.
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about probably doing soca, because I think the soca needs touching up too.
Somebody wouldn't agree with you that the soca wants some touching up. I think the soca competition last year was excellent, and I expect it's going to be better this year.
Well, I'm going to say something. My Nicole found me a real lyricist writer. I was like to say now, he's from Trinidad as well. Okay. And I started from last year when semi-finals finished, and I didn't make it my way. For like, she gonna take this thing to a next level. So she did it. So maybe my writer is probably thinking, well, we got to talk about this. So,
But it's not too late. You came out
the
early
guys-
with your calypso this year, so it's not too late. But Enforcer, I really want to wish you all the best in your endeavors for this year. And of course, I know you're someone who is very consistent, and I know that you do get disappointed and depressed sometimes, but you always come back. And I know, as I said, you love calypso. You have calypso in your heart, in your soul, in your veins. And I want to wish you all the best. And I hope. And I am very confident that things will work out for you this year, and I really hope that you make it straight through to the finals. I'm one of your supporters, and you're in one of my departments as well. So I would want you to get there on that big stage on final night.
That's the plan, Eric, to take it all the way, and then final days we take it to the next level as well. So, as I said earlier, stage by stage, and then you see how it goes.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Enforcer. Anything else you want to say?
No, you said it
You
all
need to
before.
encourage your fans to come and support you at all of the shows.
I all believe in Calypso fans will always support Calypso. Like sometimes you hear people say, Calypso shouldn't be on this. If I'm hanging out at a food fair and I want to go to a Calypso show, Calypso show start at 9. I don't buy food already. I got a Calypso show. I can't keep it on the food fair. And my belly full. So like I just want people to come on out this year, and I think this year gonna be a good year. I heard a few songs before as well, and the Calypso standard is probably getting back to where it's supposed to be. So I think you might have a good show this year.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Enforcer. And of course, the name of Enforcer's track is Two Sides to Life. Congratulations on what I think is a fantastic tune and what I think will take you straight to the finals for 2019 Culturama 45. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we have someone else who's already here, and so since you were talking about soca, we can probably delve right into some soca now. So we have someone else who is in the studio, and he's going to be coming to introduce himself right about now. As I told you, it's strictly Culturama tonight. We want people to get in the mood for Culturama, and so we just heard Calypso. Enforcer said he might want to do some soca in the future, but we have one of the soca guru here, one of the professionals right here in the studio with us tonight. He has been around for a very long time, very cool and easygoing dude. But when he hits the stage, it's a different person altogether. All right, I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Good evening, good evening, good evening to the listeners out there. My name is Easy, lead singer of the Odyssey Band, and I'm here to drop some bombers tonight.
I love that.
Yeah, so, you're in for a treat tonight. Thank you, Eric, for inviting me to come on the show. A last minute thing, but, I'm always flexible.
Definitely.
So, thank you.
No
Thank
problem
One
at
Radio.
all. It's always a pleasure to have you, Easy, and your songs are always good. Your DC plays good music, and I know you have some great songs for us. At least I've had the pleasure to listen to some of them, and trust me,
Yes.
the music is good as usual this year, and I know it's gonna rock people. It's gonna move people. But before we get into the songs, so Easy, I'm sure you have something else coming up on the 1st of June as well. Talk to us about that over
Yes,
the hard court.
is the big show, the Winfest Icebreaker, and we will be featuring Gypsy, the great Calypsonian Gypsy out of Trinidad, a few local Calypsonians as well. Let me just pull up the poster.
I think I heard Astro.
Yes.
I think Hollywood.
King
This
Astro.
and that.
You got it lined up, man.
Yeah, I know it out of my head. And Connery's.
Conrays. Yeah, as well as the Odyssey Band will be
Right.
on stage, as well as New Money Sound gonna be on stage. So this is something to look forward to if you're a Calypso enthusiast. So look out for this. St. James Fun Lovers and Odyssey Band presents Windfest Icebreaker. This is something that you won't want to miss as a Calypso enthusiast, and something to hype up the Windfest, which would be the other weekend. So, and that would be at the Whitehall Hard Court in Brickhead.
Fantastic.
So that's gonna be a bomber.
Well, as a matter of fact, even if you didn't come tonight, I intended to advertise, and I wasn't going to charge you guys, right? Nobody asked me to do it,
Thank
but I was
you.
going to advertise this thing tonight because I know my good friend over there, Tracy, who works at Tourism Authority. She's my
Yes.
good friend. I know she would have wanted me to say this
Yes,
thing. You know, she would have wanted me to advertise. And of course, we know the Fun Lovers, the Odyssey, they come out blazing every year. Of course, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, they are with the Fun Lovers every year, and
Every
we
year.
want people to go and support this activity on Saturday, the 1st of June. Lots of things happening on the 1st of June, and of course we can follow all of them. We can support all of them. So we're asking you to go to the Hardcourt over in Whitehall on Saturday, the 1st of. What time the activity starts? Easy.
It starts around 8.
Okay, and I guess it's going to probably go very late.
Yeah, 8 and then it goes late.
8 and it goes late. And over in St. James's, you guys like to go on and on and on. All right.
The next day is Sunday. So.
Yes. All right.
The next day will be the long haul fishing tournament as
Yes, the second,
Yes.
2nd of June. So you all
Yes.
have a busy weekend over there.
well. Right.
Excellent. You guys will be playing at the fishing tournament as
Yes.
well? Fantastic.
Odyssey and Grandmasters.
Great. All right, man. You have all the activity over in St. James on that weekend, and then the following weekend is Windfest. All right.
Yes.
So, Easy, you're here to drop some bombers tonight. Tell us how many tracks you're going to be releasing tonight. Because listen, the show belongs to Culturama tonight. Tell us.
Well, so
you can
far-
release as many as you want.
So far, between myself and the Odyssey band, because I've been releasing some singles as well, we've released at least 6-7
Wow.
tracks
Wow.
so far, and that's not the total album. We have maybe about another 6 or 7 more. This weekend, I should be recording the last one.
Okay.
So we have a packed album, a
Nice.
jam-packed album.
Sounds good. The one that you brought out first, I really love that one. I love all of what I heard, but the first one that you brought out, I can't remember the name of it.
Ain't Missing Me.
Ain't Missing Me.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe we can give a listen to that
Yes,
one right now.
definitely, definitely.
Ain't Missing Me, because definitely Culturama ain't missing me at all.
Nothing missing, no. No. Jump away, don't miss it. Jump if you ain't missing. Wave if you ain't missing. Walk up if you ain't missing. Jump if you ain't missing it. Jump if you ain't missing. Wave if you ain't missing. Jump if you ain't missing. You ain't missing. You ain't missing. You ain't missing it. Oh, what a phenomenal experience. Everybody linked together, jamming as one thing. Every race, every color, every queen and the innocent and even them vagabonds. Veterans bouncing up to the rhythm. Some couple up and just a walk it and the beat and Mr. Officer holding the peace and I had to jump and join the bandwagon. Missing me. You jump and wave, they missing me. Yeah, party on the road, they missing me. As long as there's life in me body, food and alcohol, they missing me. The bacchanal, they missing me. This togetherness, they missing me. They missing me, they missing me. No way to it. Jump if you ain't missing. Wave if you ain't missing. Walk up if you ain't missing. Jump if you ain't missing it. Jump if you ain't missing. Wave if you ain't missing. Jump if you ain't missing. You ain't missing. You ain't missing. You ain't missing it. From the old right down to the young man. Everybody want a little of the action. And nobody gonna spoil our we good fun. Yeah, we gonna have a good time for sure, man. Juve man in the be trouble in a Charleston. I say we band ready to go mash down. Hold on to your partner in the junction. And I see plenty waistline in motion. This ain't missing me. You jump and wave, ain't missing me. Party on the road, ain't missing me. As long as there's life in me body, food and alcohol, ain't missing me. The bacchanal, ain't missing me.
All right. Well, that's the man. I think everybody knows that sound by now. That voice, that sweet sounding voice.
Yes.
Man, Easy himself ain't missing me. And trust me, I was singing along with that. I love that
Very
track. I,
catchy.
I can see myself on the road. Ain't missing me. What was the inspiration for that track?
Well, this song was actually produced by Dukubi, and we've done some work last year, and he came and he told me he have another song he want me to work on with him, and he did the first verse and the chorus, and he told me, finish this, do the second verse, and we go forward from there. So he gave me the first verse, the chorus, and then I finished with the second verse. So, we went to Abo, recorded the Abo studio, and it came out nice. And that was the whole makeup of that song.
And I think it's very appropriate for the festival, for the 45th anniversary.
Right.
Ain't missing me. The message there, And of course, I mean, as I was saying earlier, the calendar of activities is so packed this year. People must have stamina. People, I need to talk to you all now. You all need to start getting work, get your stamina together, because this calendar is so packed for Culturama 45. You think it was packed last year? Well, trust me, it's more packed this year. So you gotta start. Make sure you get your energy level up, so you got stamina to be at all of the activities, because you need to taste everything for Culturama 45.
Right.
All right, so that was Easy with his first track, in Missing Me, and of course he's going to be releasing a couple more as well. But I want to just let the public know as well, if you want to call in, Enforcer is still here. If you want to call in anytime, our numbers are 869-469-161700. If you want to call in and give your views or your opinion on the music you're hearing so far, anything Culturama related. As I said, we're not talking any politics tonight. Tonight it's strictly Culturama tonight. It's just a matter of 2 months and a couple of days away before the official opening of the festival on the 25th of July. Okay, Easy, tell us about another track that you want to release now.
Okay, this next track is another single that I did with Miller. That's the keyboardsman for Sugar Band. This again kind of similar to the last one. We did some work last year, and he was very pleased with the song, so he came with something else that he wanted me to do some work on, and I decided I'm gonna kind of change it up a little bit. So I went to St. Thomas or St. Croix, and I found a bassman out of St. Croix and told him, well, I want you to put some bass on this, give me a different sound. Also Azzy, the guitarist, he did the guitar tracks on it, and he was the previous song was mastered by Vern Hill from Church Ground.
Great.
This one as well was mastered by Vern Hill. He does a lot of work for me. He does excellent work. So anytime I get any songs, I would just check with him and tell him, mix this master this.
Fantastic. Stick a pin. I think we have a caller online. Good evening, caller. You're on the mark.
Yeah. Good night. I'm trying to get into Eric.
You're in. Go
Yeah.
right ahead.
Eric, this is Carbon. I want to get in. I want to say something about Enforcer.
Enforcer is right here. Talk to him.
Huh?
Enforcer is right here in the studios
Yeah,
listening
man,
to you.
The public know, I believe it is, mister. Lyrics of
Enforcer, defend yourself.
Enforcer.
Yo,
Carbon, I talk to you.
what is it, buddy?
Right? That they're too hot. Me know what you're going to do now. You want ice water with that.
Alright, thanks, man.
Anyway, as long as you get it performed and set it up properly,
Yeah.
lyrics are just immaculate. I think I write that album. Duke. I think I did one before that. But others write too.
Okay.
Anyway, I love your song.
Thanks,
Don't
man,
be
thanks.
away.
Thanks.
Carbon,
Get frightened.
Carbon, you're coming out to support Enforcer on all of the nights of the shows, right?
Well, I never miss a cultural. I come to every show. I don't know what that's all about.
All right.
I'm always there. Hey,
Yes,
you
sir.
know how we stay.
Yes,
We
of course.
support them, huh?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, Anyway, I just wanted to say that.
Good.
Alright.
Thank you for calling in and thanks for being
Yeah.
our first caller for tonight.
Oh, you see, because I'm listening, coming across it, I just reach over here. Lord, because my phone run out of money. So I said, when I reach home, I have to say something before I go to sleep.
Wonderful, wonderful.
No, I'm going to follow the show. thing.
Don't go sleep yet. Don't go sleep till the show finish, okay?
I can't do that, my radio on.
Good. All right. Thanks very much, Gavin.
Alright, then.
You have a good night. All right, back to you, Easy. We have another caller. Good night. You're on the mark.
Hey yo,
Yes.
what's that? That song there, right? Anything. That they come after me.
Which song?
This song was just ready.
You mean Ain't Missing Me?
And this you say anything.
Ain't Missing Me.
And listening to that anything does it.
All right, sir. All right, eyeball.
That road man.
All right, eyeball.
Thanks.
All right. Back to you, Easy.
Yeah. So the song is called Walk to Rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Culture Armor Time is all about a lot about the music and the ladies and how they walk on the road and so on. So this song is just to compliment the ladies and the walking and gyrating and so on. So you could drop it, DJ.
DJ. Wow. Well, you know, Easy, when I was listening to that song, one thing came to mind. The Fun Lovers ladies
Yes.
on the parade day.
Get crazy.
With Honorable Hazel Brandy leading. Because, she going to the gym too, so she get it fit
Oh, so it's
Right?
more energy this year.
too. I can really see the fun lovers ladies on the parade day with that song and doing all of what you're saying there, doing the
Yes.
actions.
Follow the instructions.
Follow the instructions. Another great track from Easy there, and of course, the Odyssey there sounding excellent for Culturama 45. This is a huge year for all of the bands, all of the Calypsonians, all of the troops. So, Easy is coming out huge for Culturama 45. Yes, Easy. Tell us about the other track now.
Okay, this next track been causing some trouble. This one was released.
Causing trouble before Culturama starts.
Yes. This one was released a couple weeks ago. Nyan, DJ Nyan, he sent me this beat. It was a Friday. And I listened it and I said, wow, this beat crazy. I got to do something on it. And I listened it all day, the Friday, the whole weekend. By Monday, I was in the studio recording this by Abo. Because it's just an infectious beat. It's a booyah. And you know how them Dominicans
Yes.
when it comes to booyah.
Yes.
So this one was put out and everybody just love it. It's something fast, something for the road. You got the road tempo, the road vibes. So this is something that I'm looking forward to jamming hard on the road as well. This one called Push It Back. And it was produced by DJ Avalanche from the Virgin Islands. And he really was pleased with the beat, with the production as well. He actually called me and told me, "Boy, I got to admit it, this is the best song I hear on the beat so far." And he have the guy who do Split in the Middle, he got a track on it. Asa Bantan, Pumper, all these guys got track and got a song on the beat. And he actually personally called me and told me, yeah, this is the one that leading out.
Saying something.
It seems like Marvin is indicating that he doesn't. What's the name
Okay.
of the track?
Push It Back.
Push it back. You don't have that one, Marvin. Push it back.
I would have
by
sent
Easy?
it, but what I would do, I would just go to the rest and then we come back to
Sure,
this one.
sure. Okay.
Okay, so the next song now we're going. These are the singles. So now we're going into Odyssey now,
Okay.
and this next track is called Cool No Man.
All right. You have
Okay.
that one.
All right.
Tell us about Cooler Man.
This song, this rhythm we put it out on a live, and a lot of people was liking it. So I decided, I'm gonna do a song to it, something nice and mellow and groovy, but it still have a message in it as well. It's a slop up with a message. So, DJ, drop it.
But when things bad, you not go see them again. That's why you read
All right, that was the man Easy, of course, lead singer for the Odyssey band, Just Cool, and of course that is another of his track that he's releasing here tonight. Of course, if you're just joining us, you're in tune to the Eastern Caribbean Powerhouse Vaughan Radio, and it's on the mark, and it's on the mark with a difference tonight. Because listen, no politics tonight. Strictly Culturama. We pumping up the vibes of Culturama 45, and of course that was another track from the man Easy. Great song again, Easy. You know, I see you. I could see you on for Soca Monarch with that one.
Definitely.
I have to tell you, by the way, you did a marvelous job last year
Thank you.
for the Soca Monarch competition. It was such a fantastic show last year. I was really impressed with you last year, man. Trust me, you really did a great job last year.
Thank you. We really went all out.
Yes.
And to put on a good show.
It was the production that you had was excellent last year. So I'm expecting even bigger things from you for
Even
45.
bigger.
Good. You were able to locate that song? In the meantime, if you want to call in and congratulate Enforcer or Easy or Odyssey, please feel free to do so. Remember, we're just talking Culturama tonight, and I want to say good night to the folks who have been sending messages. Of course, we are so happy that you are on. You're on with us for On the Mark tonight. Dr. Packer, thank you for the message.
Big
Dr.
up,
Packer. Packer said Packer said I just want me to come home. Yes, we want you to come home. Make sure you book your ticket early.
Press the button to buy the ticket.
But make sure, Packer, when you come home, that you're able to reach Charlestown for the long jam. We don't want you to lie down any place on the road before you reach Charlestown. All right? So those of you who are listening, and of course, Lisa, I know you're listening all the way in England. You and the family. I know you're listening all the way in England as well. Once On The Mark is on, they're going to listen in England until the show is over. And all of you who are listening and are watching us live on Facebook, thank you very much. And of course, the vibes keep coming. The vibes keep coming. Yes, so what's the next track you're going to drop for us, Easy?
The next track we're going to drop is a song called Manabal. That's a big slang over in the St. James area right now. You see it even on a bus. And check out the shirt as
What am I ball for?
A lot of things.
Things good in Nevis, you know. So nobody balling for nothing in Nevis. Things good in Nevis. Things can't get any better on the island of Nevis right now. Sometimes people ball when they're happy too, so you never can tell.
Exactly.
So how did this slang come about, Manabal?
Well, you know, my creative juices started flowing when I heard about this song, this slang, and I decided, you know, I'm gonna formulate a song to it.
Oh, wow.
And I came up with the song. Well, that is Spain. He sent out the beat, put it out, and a lot of people like the beat as well. So that was a good thing. So I said, you know, let me just do a song to it.
Fantastic.
So
But nobody a ball here tonight.
No.
We only have happy people here tonight. Let's go to the lines. Good evening. You're On The Mark.
Hey, yo,
Yes.
what here? I want,
Your ball or what?
what here? Madeline Grant in America right now, Atlanta. She listen.
She listening. Good night to you, Madeline.
And she gonna come down.
She gonna come down.
You must come down and them sang ya, she gonna let them.
Okay, put you eyeball. Thank you very much.
Alright.
All right. Do we have another caller? Okay. Go ahead. Easy.
So this one is entitled Manab. Also, if you want a shirt, you could check with Chet. That's Chet in Barnaby.
So if you put on the shirt, you got a ball.
You ball, as you say, you ball for happiness and you ball for sorrows. But yeah, check with Chet. You get your Manaba shirt. We also have some hats.
I like this slang.
Yeah. So caps, yeah.
But people trust me, for this Culturama 45, people gonna ball for happiness, and they gonna ball say too many activities. The activities, the Culturama is too packed, but we want people to have options, right?
But this song, it talks about struggles, ghetto struggles, and so on. So it also carries a message as well as something that you can jam to. So it's something you could listen to and something you could jam to as well. I always try to, you know, keep that balance, you know. So this one is entitled Manabal.
I was just gonna say check Enforcer, because Enforcer had on your head, so I was wondering if you're balling over there.
No, man. chill, not bad.
Man chill, man.
I remember when I heard a song, you know, we checked the man, I used to do some work with check them, and when I had some check, he not going to pay boy, he said, boy, man, a ball.
I'm guess folks in radio and want to hear the track Man a Ball. Let's go, DJ. Listen, I feel like I'm on the road already. I feel like I'm on the road already for Juve. I definitely love that track. It's very catchy. The slang is very catchy as well. The beat is excellent, you know, and as I said, I feel like I'm on the road. Juve, it's almost Juve here
Well, it's a Juve
in Von Radio.
It's a Juve warm-up.
It's a Juve warm-up. So I could imagine you guys are going to be dropping some of these tunes on the 1st of June at the hard court as well.
Yes.
So you're going to be warming up folks at the hard court, and then we're going to heading straight into Culturama.
We got Winfest Juve too. So.
Wow.
the
Man, a
wow.
ball. I could imagine people. Well, nobody balling. Everybody tonight, if we're balling for happiness, right?
We can't pass Jet House.
And people are already loving the track, and people are loving the slang as well. I got a message from the US. Somebody said they love the slang. You know, so people are catching on. Man of ball, right? Want to say good night to all of you once again. Those of you who are listening in St. Kitts and Nevis and across the region, and those joining us from the diaspora. Want to say good night to Burl and his dad there in North Carolina. Mr. Jones, good night to you. It's nice to know that you're in tuned and logged on to the Eastern Caribbean's powerhouse. Panko is in the studio as well. Come a little closer, Panko. And of course, as I tell you, it's strictly culture around tonight. C45, we're taking it to another level on the mark tonight. Panko, say good night to the folks.
Good night to everyone out there in Radio Land. Good night to the listeners to Vaughan Radio, the powerhouse of the Eastern Caribbean. It's good to be here tonight to share on the Mark show as usual. Great show. It's a good opportunity for me to release and to contribute to C45. I'm looking forward to releasing my new tunes, and I hope everyone likes them.
You're not bad.
No, me not bad.
Okay. We have a call online. Let's go to the phones. You're on the mark. Good evening. Hello, good evening. You're live on the mark. Could you listen to the phone and not to the computer, please? Good evening. You're live on Vaughan. Hello? Seems as though we had some issues with that call. Yes. So Panko is here. We're mixing it up nice tonight because we're back.
Hello?
Yes. Good evening. You're live and on the mark.
Good evening.
Yes.
Enforcer.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
All right.
Man, I tell you, must let me listen to tune first before you drop anything. Right? But I guess you're so confident that you drop it. But anyway.
Why, I come look for you yesterday.
Oh, no, I was off.
Oh, you see?
Yeah. But anyway, you sound good.
All right, thanks,
Yeah,
man.
you sound good. Just that way you got to do.
Yeah.
Final night, your father on, final night.
Okay.
Right? And you're good.
All right, thanks, man.
Fantastic.
Right. Easy.
Hey,
Yeah, but
I think I know the voice.
you're cooking.
I think I know the voice.
Yeah, man, you're cooking.
Thanks.
He cooking on gas.
Yeah.
We had a conversation about the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right,
okay,
myself.
okay.
Sweetness was good, but I think this one, tap it.
Yeah, I like that one too. I like that one.
Yeah,
Man of ball. Come in the bar too, you know, sometimes.
Yeah, man, about, no?
Yeah, because last year when Fosa didn't make finals, he made a ball. Trust me.
Yeah.
I believe Paco in a ball too.
Easy, Andy Wood, do me.
Definitely.
All right, so good, man.
Bless, thanks.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much. So what I said we're going to be doing tonight, we heard Enforcer with it Calypso. We heard some soca from Easy, and we're going to go back to some Calypso. Now we got 2 songs to release from Panko, and then of course we're going to go back to Easy. So we're mixing it up nice. We're going to get you in the mood for culture. Panko, talk to us.
Well, last year I made a contribution, of course, to C44, and I had loads of fun. I mean, I was harshly treated, and
That's why you made a ball.
no, they wanted to make a ball, but I mean, of course, man, Panko is too strong for that. And so I'm back this year with even better songs. I know the general public's gonna like them. They're gonna love them, and I myself, I mean, I'm already enjoying them. I personally think I know good calypso, and I have some good material to share. My first song I'm going to be releasing is called What Glittered Was Not Gold, and it's a song about a young lady named Desiree. One of my first experiences back in New York. I mean, it was a marvelous experience. I wrote a poem on it, and then I figured I had to develop some kind of, I mean, calypso is my thing. I love calypso, and I had to develop a song from it. I think it was well put together. I went to Kenrick George's as usual to get my melody done. The recording was done locally here by Abernathy Studio, and then of course the mix down was done by Kenrick George's again. Thanks again to everybody who made any input on it. It's a great song, and I'm queuing up. Please give it a listen.
And you said the name of the track is Desiree?
Desiree. All that glittered was not gold.
Was not gold. All right, well, we're going to listen to the first track from the man Panko himself. All that glittered is not gold.
South Bronx party, buddies invited me. I tapped along, following the energy. This lady came on to me and after challenge, before I could think of it, she pulled me from stage. Oh, Desiree, sweet, sweet Desiree. Thought I went to heaven when Desiree chose me. And curiosity got the best of me. Mountain Dew and cranberry, I wasn't thinking straight. Then she served a dose of wine and I took that bait. Last night that I beauty and power over me. I gave her my piggy bank, she must have hypnotized me. Oh, Desiree, sweet, sweet Desiree. She whining in front of me. In my mind I saying softly, I killing it. Representing from Wally, island vibes in the Botany, I killing it. To she really my holding strain, I was taught to stay in my lane, I killing it. Not a single soul to complain, dancing like we on the soul train, I killing it, killing it. Me from Wally, nice and coolly, so she seemed to me. All your naive and first seen for me. Feeling lucky like I won the lottery. Nerves a bit shaky, but I kept busy. Not knowing excitement would turn to calamity. Oh, Desiree, sweet, sweet Desiree. She whining in front of me. In my mind I saying softly, I killing it. Representing from Wally, island vibes in the Botany, I killing it. So she really my holding strain. I was taught to stay in my lane, I killing it. And not a single soul to complain. We dancing like we on the soul train, I killing it. Killing it. Like a ballerina, you should have seen me dance. Felt like I was dreaming or somewhat in a trance. After many months, the passion was getting real. I stepped up my game, had to seal the deal. As the action started, I followed suit. Not knowing how the meter was so far from cold. Oh, Desiree, sweet, sweet Desiree. She whining in front of me. In my mind I saying softly, I killing it. Representing from Wally, island vibes in the Botany, I killing it. So she really my holding strain. I was taught to stay in my lane, I killing it. But come hot sun or rain, she could never see me again. I didn't like it, I don't want it.
Panko, all that glitters is not gold, right? I just want to ask you one question.
Was not.
Did Desiree make you bawl?
When she took
Answer.
When she took my piggy bank, yes.
You sure you only had a piggy bank? You sure you only had a piggy bank?
I was young and rebel, very young, inexperienced. I mean, this girl was really, I mean, what everybody wanted. Beautiful specimen to look at, you know.
Wow,
But
specimen, I love that word.
she was a beauty, you know. Slanted eyes, young, pretty, you know. And when she danced, she had that groove. Everybody wanted Desiree, and for some reason, Desiree chose me.
Wow.
You know.
See the innocence.
Like
in
I said,
background.
I felt like I won the lottery.
All right.
So you don't call and tell her you do a song for?
We're not in touch. Long time ago, years
We have
ago.
a call online. Good evening, caller. You're live and on the mark.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. You're live.
Yeah, Eric.
Yes.
How much more you and the committee planning to sabotage the teenagers? You mean to tell?
All right. Okay. Panko, back to you. Yes. That song, Desiree, nice and smooth. Are you entering the Calypso competition this year?
Why not, Mr. Evelyn?
Oh, all right. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Because I know last year when you were here releasing, you said you were not going to enter, and then you entered. And then you came tonight and you said that you were treated unfairly last year. I'm happy to hear that you were going to be back in the competition this year. So let's hear about the next track.
Well, my next song, like I said, it relates to last year's competition. I think I was trashed, really. I was rudely rejected, so to speak.
You had a rude awakening.
Not a rude awakening, rudely rejected. My intentions were to contribute, you know, to the art form and to C44, which was slated as a good Culturama, and I just wanted to make a contribution, and I think the committee dropped the ball. You know, when you push out newcomers that made such a good effort. I mean, I know my songs were great. You don't have to ask anybody that, and I was commended after my contribution all to the Culturama, you know, and after everyone told me, and like I said, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, you know, that's the basis of this song, and so this one is called Forging Ahead.
Forging Ahead. We have before we hear Forging Ahead, we have another call online. Good evening, caller. You're live and on the mark.
Hey, what's that? Tango?
Yes,
Tango?
yes, my boy.
Tango?
Yes, my boy.
You want to sing it, girl, up your front? Yeah, you kill him. All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Poochie. And before we go to Forging Ahead, I want to say good night to Yellow as well. Yellow said to hear your Panko, so Yellow is listening live and lively. Good night to you, Yellow, and good night to your wife. We have another call online. Good night. We missed that call. Let's go with Forging
Good
Ahead.
evening, my brother Yellow. I mean, I'm glad you're listening. I know you're a good fan. You're a great fan. You've always admired my writing over the years, whether it was poetry or otherwise. Thanks, man.
All right, let's go with Forging Ahead.
Congratulations to anybody who refused to resonate at a certain frequency. You're not killing social commentary and Reno Calypso ultimately. At this stage of my humble life, I don't want a soul to think for me. My rendition I shall make with my own voice, raspy as it may be. A Rolls Royce is not meant to be loud. It makes such a resonating sound. A smooth engine purring. At least I managed to sing in key. So why the rudely rejected me? But I'm forging ahead, keenly watching as I go. Them judges dread, and don't like good calypso. They will give you naught when you're at your best. I appreciate life's struggles, but that was sheer recklessness. That's not how it should be. Judge what you hear and see, and many will agree. A free and fair society we must make.
speak. Let me ask this question respectfully. Are you willing to take what you're giving me? Don't be stuck in mediocrity. I saw about wit and creativity. Can someone explain to me why we do not place internationally? We've admitted we stand on low and we all agree, so that should be a start. Let's keep it moving, lest we forget me visions are proud. And to be heard, you don't have to be loud. That is all I'm saying. Direct the process objectively. Judge Calypso, not the personality. No, no, no. But I'm forging ahead. Keep me watching as I go. Them judges dread, and don't like good Calypso. They will give you not, or maybe even less. I appreciate my struggles and strive to do my best. That's not the way it should be. Judge what you hear and see, and many will agree. A free and fair society we must make this be. Set a different stage for the next contest. Put the pettiness and bias to rest. So pathetic and dreadful to see. Don't make we Calypso look shame and salty. As far as I can see, and with due respect for all democracy. No apology for my contribution. That was just a start. I'll keep on writing. I ain't carrying nobody's baggage. Just sending a very clear message. I hope they're listening. None can quell the voice of democracy. Calypso is bigger than you and me.
Listening to
Yes,
Bob
it
Radio
is.
from the Federation of St.
So
Kitts
I'm
News.
forging ahead, keep me watching as I go. Them judges dread, ask me friend Antonio. They're shaving up not, sometimes even less. After all your efforts to produce at your very best. That's not how it should be. Judge what you hear and see, and many will agree. A free and fair society we must make this be.
Great arrangement, great music, great lyrics, Panko. I guess you're gonna be telling me that you're expecting to do like what? And Forza is expecting to do. You're expecting to go all the way to this year as well. You think you have the material for that?
I always have, Evelyn. I have great confidence in myself. Like I said, I know good Calypso, I know good lyrics. I have had good material last year, and I mean, I could have been treated worse.
So what do you think went wrong last year? Why you didn't get to go all the way?
Nothing for me.
Nothing for you.
The judges had no idea what they were listening to.
So maybe the judges been a balling when they were listening to you.
Either ball crying or sleeping, something. But they definitely wasn't listening. I mean, I didn't bust nothing. I was at my best.
Now you didn't truck, not can.
I was at my best,
Okay.
Honorable.
All right.
So I had no idea what they were listening to.
But anyway, Paco, I'm happy that at least you're back this year. that you know, a lot of the times people decide, well, I'm not coming back. You know, Enforcer is one who said he wasn't going to come back, and I know he's going to be back this year. My good friend James Hendrickson, I know he's coming back this year. He said he's not coming back, but I know he's going to come back. He loves Calypso so much. You know, once you love the art form, irrespective of how you feel, you will come back.
That is true. I mean, like I said, I've been involved for a number of years in writing, in judging. I just Calypso is in my blood, so much so that I've named my bar Kaiso Bar.
Yes.
I mean, imagine that.
Yes.
Kaiso forever. You know.
I come here and say it. There's a part in Panko song that I love, and I think it will resonate with a lot of people. I think the judges, they got to judge what they.
What they see in here
What they see in
on the
here.
night. Forget about who's singing.
Don't just say, oh, this, because I don't follow a lot of Trinidad Calypso, right? And a big name in Calypso don't go in Trinidad. I don't watch Calypso friend with no Charklos, with no Black Stallion. These are veterans, these are legendary Calypso who don't win a lot of coins. So, like, if we want the Calypso to get better, we got to move away from them things
course,
and
if we want
judge
to develop.
Calypso. Don't say because Panko just come in, he got to wait 10 years before he can make a final and then chop in this day. If a man got good songs and the make a call something, the Astro and the this and that, chop in this, tell him out. People gonna come to the show still. They say, oh, Astro can't do it, we ain't got money. How we gonna get better? If you keep training with the new people who put, as Panko say in his song, put in the best and they so better than who been there. And you try them, but then they don't come back. What a message we send in? You're killing the art farm because them man, nobody could sing forever.
Well, I'm sure everybody is listening to you, including the judges, because this is a show that everybody listens to.
They're gonna judge the Calypso, man.
This goes to a point that I want to put out there. I think the culture myself should reach out to because the Nevis have a lot of talent.
Yes.
And sometimes it's hard to get that talent out because you might feel like, you know, the culture ain't really catering for you, just a handful of people. Even on the soca side of it, I've seen the culture done three promotional initiatives in 3 different islands, and I'm seeing the same set of people on those 3 promotional initiatives. And
Killing the art form.
right. So, I mean, we got a lot of talent on the island to just have a handful of people who be, you know, pushing out.
We need to spread it.
Yes, yes. And I'm expecting you as the minister to ensure that talent, all that talent that Nevis have would be seen, not just a handful of.
Well, I'm always open to suggestions, So any suggestions that you guys have, of course, you know, I'm always very open. I'm always very accessible. So anything you have, any grievance you have, don't be afraid.
And I was just about to say, not just spread it for the sake of spreading it. I mean, be fair. Somebody come, an artist come with new material and good material, judge it as good material. You know, just don't turn a deaf ear and say, look, like you said, newcomer, wait until next year or the year after. Right. That's nonsense. That's killing the spirit of Calypso and killing the art form ultimately. That should not be.
Okay, great.
That is not in the spirit of, you know, Calypso. Kaiso.
Definitely. And of course, as I said, in my tenure as the Minister of Culture, I want to leave a legacy. So I want to make sure I want to make everybody happy. You can't make everybody happy, but we want to make as many persons happy as possible. Right. All right. So easy. We're going to get back to you now. We've heard Panko. We're going to get back to you now. I'm sure you have some more bummers to drop.
Well, one of the songs I wanted to do to release, it would have to go through the process.
Yes.
But it was released on Freedom last week, Thursday. And if you want, anybody out there wanna hear the song, you could go to my Facebook page, and it's up right now. I just posted it today.
Okay.
So you could go and check it out. Is something to listen to, something for the road.
Okay.
And
right.
I sent it to you already.
Okay. Yes, of course. Yes.
So look out for that. But the last song would be a song called Dancing. A couple of weeks ago, before the Inter Primary, I went to Charlestown Primary to do a pep rally. And before I went, I consulted with my daughter. She's 11 years old, Kiana. And I asked her, you know, what kind of stuff children really into right now. And she told me about a game called Fortnite. And that's a game where they have a lot of dancing and different dance moves and so on. And honestly, I can't even get to do the moves, them, but them kids all over. Them kids all over it. So I went to the school and then I just started freestyling and I started singing the songs, the dances, moves, and you know, everybody was all into it. I was so amazed and so inspired that I just, when I left, I tell Spain, we got to do a song along this line. I don't care where we find the rhythm. If it wasn't in the plan or not, we got to do a song to this. So we had a beat there from a while back, and I just started because it's a beat that we just chant all kind of things and I sent him the lyrics, sent him the concept that I had, and he liked it, so we just went forward and did the song. And I know you like your dancing too, Eric.
Of course.
You're a dancer, so you're gonna like this one too. This one called Dancing.
Nice.
Drop it.
A dancing time, time to dance. All dancers, fall in line. Are you cold? Your time to shine. Get on the floor. Ready? Go, 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 go. Give me that I'm in justice, hey, hey. I'm in justice, hey, hey. I'm in justice, hey, hey. You can do it. See you dap, no dap, no dap. Let me see you dap, no dap, no dap, no dap. Let me see you dap. Do the shoe, high, do the shoe, high, do the shoe, high, do the shoe.
Music from the Caribbean. You're listening to Bond Radio from the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis.
Take you back, way back. I wanna know if you know this. Do the Macarena, do the Macarena, do the Macarena, do the Macarena. Let me see you pepper seed, do the pepper seed, do the pepper seed, do the pepper seed. Let me see you horse ship, do it horse ship, do it horse ship, do it horse ship. Disco fever, yeah, disco fever, yeah, disco fever, yeah, disco fever, yeah.
Wait. Easy. How you get all them dances in a one song? I'm hearing pepper seed, I'm hearing Macarena. Everything that I haven't heard for a very long time.
Everything in there, mix up everything.
This is like Pella. No, man. I want to know how anybody gonna get all them dance moves in one song. We have a caller online. Good evening, caller.
Good evening, Eric.
Yes. How you doing?
Not bad at all. Easy, that's a monster charm.
Yeah, they love doctor.
The guy doing so good, man. It's so good. But
Thanks.
Easy, you know, he always there, he always, you know, on target.
Always. Always.
Nice.
Always on target. We got to make one next year. Always on target.
Wonderful. And I guess I'm going to see you for Culturama.
Hello?
I say I'm guessing you're going to be coming out to support Culturama.
Oh, yeah, always.
Definitely.
All right, man.
All right. Thank you very much for calling.
No problem.
Yes. Yes, so easy I was saying, I don't know how you get all them moves into one song by. Trust me, that you want to kill someone. You want to make people bad, man.
Move fast. Move fast.
He's definitely a hard worker.
Hmm?
He's definitely a hard worker.
Yes, indeed. Well, as I said, easy.
Never stop.
The tracks are sounding really good, and I think, people are all pumped up. The vibes are flowing for Culturama. I'm getting some really good reviews from even people who are listening, and people are loving the music. I want to say good night to you, Mikey, my brother Mikey there in New York. Mikey Panko said he loves your Panko Mikey said he loves your song, right? The second one.
Thanks,
Right.
Mikey. I try.
Right, and as I said, I'm getting some good reviews, and someone wants to hear, and someone who tuned in late want to hear Enforcer's song before we finish. So, before we finish, we'll need to bring back Enforcer's song sometime quickly back. We have another call online. Good night, you're on the mark.
Good night, Eric.
Good night.
How things?
Fine. My good friend. You should have been here tonight releasing a song.
I want Paco wait me one. Paco,
Yes, boss. Yeah.
how things?
I hear I'm enjoying myself, having fun as usual.
Here look, man. Here look to all the young folks. Easy.
Yo,
Good night.
good night.
Enforcer.
When you sing your song.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, definitely listening out for you.
All right. Then we're going to wait a song, give me. Where Enforcer? Tell him good night there to me, too.
You're very capable, my brother.
Yeah,
Listen,
all right,
listen.
sounding good.
Listen.
I'm going to tell you something.
Mhm.
Eric,
Yes, sir.
I don't be planning to do nothing but they might inspire me, so I'm going to do something.
Listen, it's one thing I'm going to warn you, right?
Yeah.
Before you write your song this year,
Yeah.
make sure you pen that black sheep. Okay?
But that sheep they don't last, you know.
The sheep that last?
Don't last. Anyhow, guys, sounding good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And as I say, they sound so good that they inspire me, so
Fantastic.
anything may happen.
Well, that's what we want.
All right, then.
That's
Have
what
a good night, eh?
Have a good night as well.
Yeah, all right.
All right. And of course, once we're having fun, time tends to run very fast. And we just have another probably 30 minutes to go. But before we go, I also want to say, I want to promote an activity that's coming up this coming Sunday, the 26th of May. It's happening on the grounds of Government House. It's an activity that's being put on by the Gender Affairs Department, and they're having an activity called Queen City Story, and they're going to be featuring some fashion designers from here on Nevis, some seamstresses, and of course they are currently having a workshop, a hat making workshop. They're going to be featuring some of the designs and some of the products from that workshop. And the Gender Affairs, they're having that activity on Sunday, and they're selling tickets for only $50. It's going to be a wonderful activity with the difference at Government House. It starts at 3:30 p.m. On Sunday, so you're asked to go on out and support that activities put on by the Gender Affairs Department. And so what I want you to do, Marvin, is to just could you just bring back the song by Enforcer, and then of course we can wrap up after that. So let's give another listen to Enforcer for those of you who tuned in late.
When I study this life in this world, it's amazing how things does unfold. The two sides are clear, evident everywhere. Life is opposite forces fighting for a foothold. For they to be good, they must also be bad. They crisscross in life's matrix like a plan. So let's look at the way these forces interplay. not just in black and white, sometimes in shades of gray. The duality of life does blow my mind. Starting with the IQ in humankind. We have some smart people and some real bam bam. If you ask who dotish, nobody says I am. We also have the pretenders in between, like market vendors who say things right, but they green. These opposite dimensions and those who live in the space, they give color and perspective to the human race. Give me. No light. Now let's go a little deeper with this stuff. Let me show you how this life doesn't bluff. The Garden of Eden, where God created man, at the very seat of perfection, things got rough. Here comes a serpent to mess with Eve, causing the whole of creation to grieve. But if Satan didn't enter, earth would not need a savior. So Eve's mistake was part of the bigger picture. The duality of life does blow my mind. Even in the government, you're sure to find honest politicians and real old teeth, like expensive T-bone versus cheap corned beef. We have promise down to children toys, but only seen about jobs for all the boys. So remember, next time you voting, make sure and hold your nerve and work out who to welcome and who to kick to the curb. Go in. Yes, man. While we touch creation story, let us look at how events unfolded in the great book. Jesus handpicked 12 people, his chosen disciples, yet one of them was a vagabond and a crook. 30 pieces of silver he up and sold. The undisputed king of the world. But Jesus stood like a brick. He was ahead of all the gimmicks. He told Judas what you have to do. Do it quick. The duality of life does blow my mind. Even in everyday relationships you would find you have faithful wives and real prayers. Sometimes all a man children resemble his neighbor. In making these life choices we must be smart. A square peg in a round hole could break your heart. Especially in this modern era, put your lover to the test. Make sure you feel a vagina and 2 real breasts. Give me. So let me bring my argument to a climax. Life is yin and yang, simple facts. Some people are evil, programmed by the devil. Just avoid them and try to stay on track. Remember that wicked king Nebuchadnezzar, that militant. You know God referred to him as my servant. That same wicked king was the one God used to put Israel in Babylon until Moses came along after 40 years done. So the duality of life does blow my mind. Some people change like water into wine. Today is Jekyll, tomorrow Dr. Hyde. 1 minute they're reliable, next minute they're gone the wrong side. Some people turn around their life and start to pray. others like Adolf Hitler, they turn the wrong way. Which direction you choose decides whether you win or lose. And if you're wasting good oxygen, somebody else could use. Give me. Hey. Give me.
Well, that's the advantage you get when you come early, because Enforcer was here first. Some persons didn't hear Enforcer's song. Persons wanted to hear Enforcer. So Enforcer, you were able to get the double bubble tonight. All right. Right. That was the mighty Enforcer. Time is quickly running away from us. But before we leave here, just wanted to just quickly, I intended tonight, the time ran away so quickly, I intended to go through the entire calendar of activities for Culturama. That definitely wasn't possible because it was going to take some time. But I just want to highlight some of the activities for the rest of for June. And for June, coming up on the 7th of June, we have the opening of the Senior Calypso tents, and that will be at the Water Department Barbecue. That's on Friday the 7th of June. Then on Friday the 14th of June, we have a big event. We have the launch of Culturama 45 at the Charlestown waterfront. And that's going to be a huge event. Of course, as I said, we had the reveal of our 16 contestants at Mount Nevis on that was last Saturday. You're going to be seeing all of the contestants there and all of the other contestants for the other shows, and so that is something to look forward to on the 14th of June. It's a Friday at 6 o'clock at the waterfront in Charlestown. Then on Friday the 21st of June, we have a Senior Calypso tent, and that will be at the Kaiso Bar. That's listed here. The 21st, that's what I'm seeing on the program here. Friday the 21st of June. And the Friday the 21st as well, we also have Gabriella's Juve Troop launch, Bublet, and that's going to be at Gabriella's Bar at Beach Road from 9 o'clock, $10 before midnight, $15 after. They're going to be having New Level Sound, DJ Toby and Selector Bobby and the Collision Band. And then on Saturday the 22nd of June at Market Shop in Gingerland, we have the launch of the Core Band Long Jam Troupe. So lots of activities in June, and then of course once we hit July, then things are going to heat up even more. We have a lot in store for you, and once again, remember, those of you who are overseas, this is another homecoming. Culturama 45 is another homecoming. So those of you who haven't booked your tickets yet, make sure you book your ticket by next week. We don't want you to just try to book a ticket and then you can't get to Nevis, because as I've said, I believe Nevis is going to sink a couple inches for Culturama 45. We want all of you home for the festival, for C45. And as we're about to wrap up, I just want to thank all of my folks, all of my guests for being here tonight. I want to thank, first of all, Enforcer. He came in early. He would have dropped his track, a really good tune, Easy. He would have done dropped a couple of his bombers, as they call it. Excellent indeed. And of course, we also had the man Panko, who came in and did 2 songs. Any final word quickly from you guys, Enforcer?
Just asking all if people Calypso fans to come out and support the Calypso, come to the Calypso tent, and because Calypso tent does really make Calypso. Because in China you got Calypso tent, you got Calypso review, everything like to build the Calypso hype going into the festival. So just inviting everybody to come out and listen to some good Calypso for C45.
Easy.
I also want to encourage the fans and supporters to come on out and support the Odyssey, not just the Odyssey, but all the other bands and artists as well. Share the music. The music is on YouTube, SoundCloud, so spread the music. This year we really took the initiative to come out early and get the music pumping, get the music at least 2 months out early, and so when Culturama come, you know the songs and Definitely. You can enjoy yourself with the songs as well.
Panko?
I also want to encourage everyone to come out and take part in the Culturama. It promises to be good. I think so. I can feel the build-up already. The calypsos are sounding great. The soca by the soca contributors, these guys are already good. Firing up already. I want to encourage everybody to come out and support. It's going to be good.
Thank you very much. And of course, you heard it from my guests tonight, Enforcer, Easy, and Panko. And of course, it's always a pleasure to be here on the Mark. And once again, we want to encourage all of the folks to come home. Those of you who are overseas, please come home for Culturama. And just don't come home and participate. Those of you who are here, we want you to participate. You want you to come out and support all of the activities. And of course, Culturama is what you make it. So we want all of you to be a part of the festival this year. It's going to be the biggest, it's going to be the best, it's going to be the grandest. And of course, remember, it's the Eastern Caribbean's greatest summer lime. And so you must be here for Culturama 45. It has been my pleasure hosting the On The Mark show this evening. Of course, even though you may have listened tonight, I'm sure you enjoyed the show so much. Listen again tomorrow. There's a rebroadcast at 1 o'clock. So once again, it's been my pleasure hosting Eric Evelyn saying good night. Thank you for joining us, and please make sure you tune in again tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the repeat of On The Mark. Until next Wednesday, good night.